I'd made up my mind to leave Peter Obi alone, especially with this leaked call saga. Not because I feel he deserved it, but because I just wanted to honor somebody. But characteristically, obedience have not left me alone, and they've taken to my social media profiles, insulting. If you go, and I challenge you to do this, go to any of my social media profiles, you're going to see obedience. Every minute, not tens, literally almost 100 insults per minute. And so it's very hard for me to say, okay, I'm going to take away my attention from this. And now, since Peter Obi himself has come out to say that the leaked audio was fake, I'm going to address it. Now, that audio, it's a bit unfortunate that Peter Obi is coming out to say it's fake. You see, what Peter Obi did there, it was weakness. He betrayed a weakness. Calling for a religious war against Muslims, that was a weakness. He shouldn't have done that. It was a weakness. However, coming out to say that the audio was fake, that is a wickedness. That is a character fault. He's showing that he doesn't have leadership traits in him, because when you are a leader and you cut out, you're going to fess up. And then when you fess up, at least the people who feel offended by what you said, they're going to have some relief. But when you're denying it, it shows wickedness. That voice on the audio is Peter Obi's voice. Peter Obi, you can take me to court. That is your voice. I know you personally. I know your voice very well. You talked to me on the phone before. That is his voice. And AI cannot do what that call has been purported to do. I mean, it's not true. That is Peter Obi. What Peter Obi can say, the argument he can make, which is possible, which people can believe, is that the call has been edited. Yeah, it's quite possible. But to say that it is fake, that's not true. He did say those things there. Now, the context in which he said them, there might have been some cutting and pasting. I can believe that. I can believe that. However, to say it's fake in its totality, it's not true. That is Peter Obi's voice. And that is Peter Obi actually calling the election religious war. That one is true. And I mean, we can know that it's true. He pretty much said as much in several outings in church. I mean, he went to a church and he said, the church, take back your country. He did say that. He also went other places and then he said similar things. So it is no big surprise that he felt that the election was a religious war. But come out openly and own up to your mistakes. A lot of people are saying that Peter Obi was defeated by rigging and that Peter Obi was defeated by INEC. Look, Peter Obi was defeated by his obedience. No matter what you're going to say about General Muhammadu Buhari, at least he has control over his followers. If he tells them go, they go. If he tells them stop, they stop. Peter Obi has shown an unwillingness to control obedience. And that unwillingness to control obedience has really rubbed off on the rest of us who are not obedient. And then we cannot confer power on this gentleman who cannot control his followers. It's dangerous. So the behavior of obedience is actually what defeated Peter Obi, because their behavior is almost animalistic. You do not agree with them, you deviate with them in the slightest, they come all over you, insulting. They are the ones who are actually making this election a war. It's not Muslims. They are the ones. Okay, I'll give you a very good example. We have Muslims now in Nigeria. If you go and say you are against Muhammadu Buhari, this man who was once so popular among Northerners, I mean, they're not going to come on your social media profile, start insulting you. They're not going to attack you in real life, as we saw in the Southeast during the election. They're not going to even come out and begin to attack your family. My own daughter, 1 year old at that time, they threatened her. They released my address. People came to my house. The Metropolitan Police had to give me guards. So these people are the reason why Peter Obi lost. And he should come out and face up. That voice in that audio where you are saying that this election is religious war, it is you. And if you don't do that, you're not going to allow this matter die in natural death. As a matter of fact, it would have been better for you not to have said anything than for you to come out and say the whole thing is a fake. No, it wasn't fake. That voice is Peter Obi, and he's the one calling for religious war. And until he comes out and accepts it and apologizes for it, this matter is not going to be forgiven. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is